Check, check, check. Testing. Is my sound here? Hello. All right. So I don't know if there's anyone watching because I haven't caught up to the chat yet, but it says there's viewers. So what's going on today is that I'm just gonna put together my ad read. Because some of you guys said you wanted to see what it looked like when what it looked like when I edited, and this is something I need to do, so yeah. All right. If you are saying things, oh yeah, Comet is Coming is what's playing in my headphones. Okay, cool. We are live, we are rolling, and I am putting together an ad read. So, let's do this. Science fiction, we're gonna go, we've been using sneakers this video. An ad read is the ads that I have, in my video. The, you know, like, I'm glad you've been addicted to my videos lately, Evan Hale. I try to make them addicting. Just kidding. Thank you, Happy Guy, who says my videos are amazing. Thanks for all the compliments, guys. You guys, it's not good. If you guys keep complimenting me, my ego will devour the universe. So it's not really Wacky Taffy. I am not going to do something on John Coltrane's Giant Steps because Estelle from Earworm over at Vox already did a phenomenal video on that, and I could not do that justice. So I'm not about to do something on Giant Steps. I'll probably do Coltrane. I've got a script kind of in the works that I'm putting together a little bit. But I'm not going to do something on Giant Steps. Oh, thanks, Woken Matt Hardy, who donated $5. They say they love the channel. I love you, Woken Matt Hardy. You guys can't hear the audio of what I'm doing, but this is some science fiction stuff is going on, evidently. All right, what are we doing here? What I wanted was this. It is unclear how often I'm going to be able to do live streams editing video because it is atrociously slow. it's already bad enough. It's already really hard on my computer, the kind of animations that I do. So this is gonna be this is a this is an exercise. We'll see how it pans out. Oh, Gregor Doyle, I am sorry to hear that you tested positive for COVID. That really sucks, but I'm glad I can I'm glad I could be a bit of a I don't know, help give you a bit of a salve in these what I'm sure are trying times. Don't I try not to get COVID, guys, and if you do, please be okay. I don't want you guys to get hurt. I like you guys. The album I'm listening to is Trust in the Life Force of Deep Mystery by The Comet Is Coming. It's one of my favorite actually I want to do this as a ramp. It's one of my favorite jazz albums of the modern era, really. I'm not going to be able to answer all of your guys' questions. This is pretty involved stuff that I'm doing. But I'll look over and try to talk to the chat when I can. And if you super chat, I'll definitely try to make sure that I can give you an answer to whatever you want to say or anything like that. All right, we want this to be smaller. What kind of music do I listen to? I listen to basically, if you've ever seen me do a video on something, that's what I listen to. I listen to a lot of stuff, but generally the stuff that I listen to most and the stuff that I love the most, I do videos on. I don't know Bjork. I think she's a great musician, but I've never met her. All right. We need a ring around me. I'm gonna find a picture of Saturn. I listen to some metal. I don't listen to metal very often. I used to listen to metal when I was in high school. I was in a metal/grunge band. Oh god, I've got to do some photoshopping here, and this might just kill my computer. So maybe I should save this and close this guy while I'm doing this, and then I will pop up my Photoshop window once it's up. I played bass in the band. We were. I mean, I was in two bands. In high school. The first one I was in like grade 9 and 10. So it was we mostly just played covers. We played like Nirvana, Sepultura, Red Hot Chili Peppers that I forced on people. It was very all over the place. Favorite grunge band? I mean, I know it's cliche, but I really like Nirvana. But Tad and Mudhoney are really great as well. I really like Mudhoney. Also, the Melvins are solid. I don't know how often I'll do these live streams. The last few bricks, probably kind of whenever I feel like them. If you guys are game to watch me stream, I'm game to stream. But again, it's gonna be a slow process because this is melting my computer. Oh, she's working so hard. Yeah, I might not be able to open Photoshop. Come on, you should be able to open Photoshop. We'll stop doing that. There will be some stuff coming here once Photoshop's open, I promise. Yeah, I like Yes. I really like Yes, actually. They're probably my favorite prog band outside of Genesis. Okay. Yeah, I did a video that talked about the caretaker. So what we're doing here is we're just gonna crop this planet out a little bit. We don't actually want the planet. I just want to be able to stick like a ring around. I'm doing a polyphonic P that I want to stick a ring around to make it kind of look like a planet, give it this retro sci-fi aesthetic. And that's an aesthetic that, as you'll see next week, I used pretty much throughout the entire video. And when I do my sponsor reads, the video wasn't entirely about the caretaker. It's called the something of degraded media. If you look up polyphonic degraded media, the beauty of degraded media, I think is what it is, and it's about but it touches on the caretaker. Yeah, so I like making my ad reads aesthetic when I have time to. I know that you don't have to. A lot of people will just throw the stuff up, but I don't know. I like giving you guys something good to watch. I try to make sure that everything I do fits my standards of aesthetic, and those standards are high and getting higher every day. So it's really important to me to make this stuff look good. I think I'm in my take on kind of aesthetics is I am oh, I forgot to put the Photoshop window up. Oh well, I'm done now. It'll come back up. My take on aesthetics is that a lot of video essay channels do stuff on film and stuff like that, where you can use clips of the film, and so their medium is justified. But I think you really need to justify your medium. So when I when I'm doing this stuff, I think it's really important for me to create a look and a feel. Oh, thanks, Province Beats. Province Beats says donate for a new computer for Papa Polyphonic, and also that they love my channel. Thank you. Something about trees asked the least favorite video I've ever done. Everyone. I don't like most videos that I do after they're done. I'm getting better at it, but basically anything older than a year, is pretty much unwatchable to me. All right, let me get the proper window up here. No, I'm not style over substance, Pumpkin Cooker. I'm style alongside substance. I'm style as substance. I think it's important. Oh, Ezra Piggott asked if I would ever consider doing a video on Dire Straits. Yeah, if I was gonna do something, it would probably be on Sultans of Swing. That's one of my favorite songs ever made. I've looked into doing something before on that, but oh, 1 second. I need to crop this down a little. Effect filters. Crop. And we'll crop the top 30. There, 35. But yeah, I like Dire Straits, and it's not style over substance. It's that, I think style and substance can be one and the same, and I try to make them one and the same in my video. My video's jobs are to entertain and educate, and I think aesthetic is an important part of that. Here's the, where did I... Oh, did I save it here accidentally? No. Alright, I can't find the file that I just made, so give me a second. Mm. Where did I put the file? All right, there's Yo, Jeff McDermott, I did a video on Gord. I did a Gord Downey video. Yeah, and I was gonna do a Tragically Hip video this year for Canada Day too, but then the world fell apart and I decided it was more important to do videos on some other stuff. I think Tyler the Creator is absolutely incredible. I think I don't know. I think he's kind of like the successor to someone like Andre 3000 or David Bowie or these big personalities. I think he's the next step in that, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Where did I put this damn file? All right. This is it's called Untitled-1. That's why. I accidentally didn't save it properly. Okay. I don't know why you like my normal speaking voice better than my videos, Zalpo. Probably because it makes me seem approachable and real. I don't know though. Okay, let's get this. The best way to find new music that fits the era of a 60s to 90s geek is to expand your horizons. You're not always going to like everything that you listen to the first time that you listen to it. And in fact, many of my... Oh my God. Thank you, Norma, for the donation of 50 Mexican MX dollars. Is that pesos? I don't know. Is that... What's MX dollar? Or dollar MX? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know all of my currency shortenings, but thank you for the donation. But yeah, a lot of videos, a lot of artists that I like really love. A lot of my favorite artists were too out there for me on first listen or too different from what I was used to. So what I like to do is just kind of this is not working. Just kind of slowly introduce yourself to stuff. Oh, Theta Costello says, thanks for being dope. Thank you for being dope. Theta. I try to make good content. I'm glad that you guys think it is. This is not good. This is, you know what? We're going to scrap the ring. We don't need the ring. What I need to happen is... So right now, science fiction is what's... I gotta animate science fiction coming up. So I will animate a scale. We'll do an animate scale. We'll put the range selector down. We'll base the units on index just because that's easier. Though actually in this case, I don't really need it, but we'll put the scale at 0 so they're all tiny. And then we'll just move this range selector and start at 0. Go to 100 so it's not actually applying to anything. And there, now we've got science fiction popping up. There we go. And the other thing we're going to do is we're just going to add on this guy a little bit of a wiggle. This is something I stole from Volksgeist and Frank Middle 8 that do this all the time. But it's nice to have some movement. Oh, that's a problem, though. That is a problem. Okay, so we're just going to pre-compose these then. In case you can't see it, the problem is that I've got a little ramp on top of here to give it a bit more sense of 3D, a bit of a depth. So I want to pre-compose these, just so they'll move as one. That's not what I wanted to pre-compose. Oh yeah, no, it's all what I wanted to pre-compose. Mini mansions, I've never heard of them. How's this look at full resolution? Ow, I don't like that. Okay, we'll just do something else then. This is what we'll do to give some motion. We'll fix that later, actually. Also, I'm going to stick, actually, there's a butterfly nebula that I like on the back here that I'm going to stick back here because it's nicer. I didn't put it on earlier because it's a very big file and it melts my computer. So this is basically I feel like doing a lyrical breakdown of King Crimson would be like missing so much though. King Crimson are so much about music. Yeah, I'm gonna do something with the ring. I just need to do it in Photoshop. So I'm gonna close this and do some Photoshop stuff. Usually I can just switch between these pretty easily, but the live streaming on top makes it difficult. No, this is not for the same video as yesterday's stream. This is for a video that's coming out next week. And this is just the ad read. So it's nothing too fancy. Floyd era. It's great psychedelic pop. See Emily Play is a unabashed bop. I probably wouldn't make a John Mayer video. I think I don't think he's a bad artist. I think he's a very good artist. But I'm just not. I don't know. He just doesn't interest me that much. So I probably wouldn't. And generally my rule on making videos is just, do I want to make it? So this needs to be a bit more yellow. I'm doing stuff off screen right now, just in Photoshop. I think this will help. Something about trees. I have a Discord. Yeah, there is a Discord. If anyone's in the Discord, can we get a link in the chat? And yeah, Mike, I am a Leafs fan. Unfortunately, it's not a fun life, but someone's got to live it. All right, let's try this ring again now. Oh, and actually, while I'm out, I'm gonna fix the P. Branding, logos, new P. Do I not just have a circle version? I should just have a circle version. Should you start a video essay channel, Thomas Paddock? Absolutely. Everyone should. If it's, well, not everyone. Like, if you don't want to, don't do it. But if you have any interest, it's totally worth it. It's a good hobby. It's really fun. I mean, I'm very lucky, and it got to be my job. So that's kind of what can happen. I don't think it happens for most people, but also I think video essays are just, I don't know, they're really, really fun. That's really what it comes down to. Is they're a fun thing to do, and I really enjoy them, and I really like watching them. So I want more people to make video essays. Also, like, you guys can request things if you want, but this is kind of my catch-all for requests, is that I don't really do them. There's certain things, like, sometimes I'll think of ideas, or I like knowing what you guys are interested in, so I don't mind the requests. But I don't really, there's videos that I want me to do that I haven't done yet. There's so many things that I need to do, and it's very much just a matter of, just what I'm feeling in the moment. That's kind of how that's how I do it. Do I interpret the lyrics by myself, or do I look up backup other information? Both. And it really depends. It really depends, kind of song to song. But I always research other information and research interviews, and I always try to look for stuff that backs up my readings. Sometimes I don't find it, and that's fine. Sometimes my readings are just are just subjective, and I try to make that clear. I don't know if I'm the millennial Rick Beato. I like to think of myself as the millennial Polyphonic. All right, what we're going to do here is we're going to throw on some lumetri. Just on top, we're just going to do a creative filter. It was what was I using for this? No. Okay, the ring's not working. We might come back to it later. But it's all right. So we're just doing this as a planet. Okay, so this is kind of just one card thing. So what we're going to do is make a new comp that's the add. We're putting the in. And then we're going to drag the add into here. Oh, the add read into here. That's my problem. We're going to drag the add read in. Oh, I've got to grab a texture from somewhere else, so I'm going to hide this for a minute so you guys can't see what I'm doing, because I don't want you guys to see my video next week yet. But I'm just grabbing a texture that I used throughout the video, a couple textures to stick on top. Come on, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. There you are. Okay. And we want this below the frame. This one, so this is just a, you can't really see it because I'm working in a quarter resolution, but it's something that gives a kind of like color halftone printed effect, because the aesthetic that I was kind of trying to capture on this video was like vintage sci-fi, kind of like pulpy sci-fi novels. Yeah, can someone please get the Discord link in there? I can get it if we really need. All right. Okay, so now there's some texture. I don't think I need this quite. Actually, what I want is that one above. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now, there we go. Now, in the full resolution, you might be able to see the kind of halftone effect that we've got going on. That gives it a bit of texture on top. Okay, so what's going to happen now is this is going to, slide down, and show like a clip of a Curiosity Stream thing. So there's a bit of a debate going on about drummers in the chat right now, and here's what I would say about ranking musicians. As I think I think it's a fun exercise, but I think people get way too worked up about it, and the reality is that every drummer does what they need to do for their band, and either does it well or does it not. Either does it well or doesn't. And the fact of the matter is that, like, technical prowess is good and it's fun to look at technical prowess, but it doesn't actually really matter that much when it comes to these things. Like Ringo Starr was a great drummer because he's the perfect drummer for the Beatles. Meg White was a great drummer because she was the perfect drummer for the White Stripes. And my belief of that kind of, a lot of debates of who's better this or who's better that, in my mind, are kind of pointless, and they're also kind of, I don't know, they're kind of disrespectful to the musicians in my mind. That's just my take, though. That might be a controversial one. I used to have these conversations all the time, and I think they're still fun, but I've just seen so many people get so worked up about, like, oh, this one drummer is super overrated, or this or that, or this person is clearly a better drummer. And it's like, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. I don't care if Buddy Rich is overrated, because the music that I listen to of Buddy Rich is good. And I also don't think Buddy Rich is overrated. I think he's a great drummer, but that's kind of my, that's my take on that. That's a bit of a rant. We're going to do this a bit more like that. And we want this to go a bit faster. If you guys, part of the reason I want to do this, I don't really give a fuck about Rolling Stone's 500 greatest albums of all time. I used to care a lot about this stuff, but I just really don't care about ranking music. No, this is not a video. I'm brand new. This is an ad read for a video about science fiction and someone else who you could probably find out if you looked closely at what's going on. if you really wanted, but I'm not going to tell you. So now we're just dropping in this. This is from an ad read. This is B-roll from a thing. Oh, we're actually going to make a new... Words on the Dark Side of the Moon finale. I'm happy it's done. I had a lot of fun making it. I also am happy that I'm through it. And I'm really happy you guys enjoyed it. It was the biggest project I've done in Polyphonic. What I think about people who claim the golden age of music is over and music is trash nowadays is that they're not they're wrong. Music nowadays is as good as it's ever been. I think that those people are usually people that are set in their ways and like a very specific kind of music, and don't want to push their horizons. And it's, I guess, fine if you don't want to push your horizons. But don't try to drag other people down or act like you're better than other people because you like something that was made 50 years ago. I mean, I like lots of shit that was made 50 years ago. But I also like lots of shit that's made now. One sec, I gotta find the hex for this. This'll be a minute. Here, I'll switch back to this for you guys to look at for now. What am I looking for? Okay, I'm just looking for some colors here. I will probably not do an AC/DC video, ever. Actually, I can tell you I never will. It's not that I have anything wrong with them. Sembi, if you think the use of auto-tune is overdone, first of all, auto-tune is a tool like any other instrument. Listen to Bon Iver, listen to Kanye West. And also, if you don't like auto-tune, just don't listen to artists who auto-tune. There's tons of great artists who don't. Beyonce doesn't. Lizzo doesn't, and she's amazing. Yeah, like people are saying, and yeah, I don't know. People get way too I don't know, just generally up in arms about a lot of this stuff. All right, so we're going 161 F37. All right, that's what we want here. We want 161 F37. No, we want 0. Okay. There we go. That's nicer. I just have zero patience for any form of musical elitism. In my mind, the goal of music is fun and unity and to bring people together. I think music is absolutely incredible at that. I think music is one of the most important tools that we as a society have, and I think it's an absolute utter crock of horseshit when people try to use music to lord over people or to like imply certain kinds of cultural hegemony it's like whatever. I don't care if you don't like the same music as me. Like I don't care if you have different opinions on music than me. These discussions are fun to have, but these days it's gone far too fine. Thank you, Pawn Hearts. That's a great compliment. I always try to be polite because I'm Canadian. Egg? You got it, Muffin McMuffin. All right. So we've got this coming down. I want the texture and the frame on it, but other than that, I think this is pretty solid here for so the thing that we want to do here is we want to add the Philip K. Dick thing here. So what part of Canada am I? I'm in Vancouver right now. I'm initially from Ottawa. Shout out to Ottawa. Completely underrated city. And shout out to No, I don't make music. They just shout out to all my friends back home in Ottawa. Miss you guys. Yes, I feel very bad for your I feel very bad for you Americans right now. Do I ski? Yeah, I'm a die-hard skier. Um I've skied since I could walk. My family are giant skiers. Skiing is probably my favorite thing in the world to do. Yeah, so yeah, I'm a big skier. All right. So with this one we want that gone. We want this guy in the middle and kind of around there. I skied at Mont Tremblant some amount. I skied more at Mont Saint Marie, and when I was in high school, I used to teach skiing at Camp Fortune. If I did another greatest album that never was, it would be on Smile. I want to do something on Smile someday, but we'll see if I get to it. There's a lot of things I want to do a video on one day. All right, and we want some space in here. Let's get some fucking space up in here. Yeah, we want some space in the background. Why not? Yeah, this is all sci-fi. I am 26 years old, about to turn 27 in about a month. Oh, we're gonna do this, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna move it. Can we make this work? Can we make this work without overcrowding stuff? Let's see. Mask. We'll invert it and we'll feather it. We'll feather the shit out of it. And turn it down. My favorite video games are Minecraft and Age of Empires 2. This still needs more feathering. I used to make music and I want to learn to use Logic and make beats, but I can't. No, it's not November 6th. If you guys want to know, it's I'm not going to tell you, but it's in early November. So now what we're going to do, we're going to parent that to that. And we're going to add some depth to this by making it 3D. And we're going to use a plugin, Handycam, which is a great plugin. And then let's take a custom view 1. And what we want to do is we want to push this guy out. No, maybe we'll push this one back. And we definitely want to push this one out. Oh no, we want that one out, and we want this one to be pushed back and enlarged a little. And then what we can do with, where are you? Oh yeah, I didn't set up Handycam. Set up Handycam. Then we can do this dolly and the double layered stars. I got to horizontal flip these ones so they're not right beside. By the way, in the chat, can anyone let me know if they're actually like getting value from me describing what I'm doing? Is there anyone interested in like learning the editing side of this? So what I'm doing now is just kind of a quick little dolly in. I think I want to go to about there. Oh, yo, my album ended. 1 sec. I'm putting another album on in a second. But right now I am listening to, if anyone wants to join me, Kamasi Washington's Cherokee. Oh, this is a bop. So we want to push in here, and what we're going to do here, what I like to throw up always is, I saved some stuff here, I think. No, I don't have the thing. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, fam. I'm going to grab just logos. I need sponsorship logos. Just because, that's something you need when you're doing stuff for sponsors. By the way, thanks to all of my sponsors who pay my bills. Also, bigger thanks to to people who subscribe to Nebula and follow me on Patreon, because you guys help me pay my bills too. You're all awesome. I do not have a daytime job. I've been doing Polyphonic full time for about 3 years, and before this, I was a music journalist. Yeah. All right. Guys, this ad read is going to be aesthetic as hell. I'm really having fun playing with this with you guys, and I'm also just letting loose. So this is going to be a really good... yes. Yeah, YouTube has paid better. But also, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind, too, is before this, I was basically straight out of university. Thoughts on Bossa Nova? I don't really listen to much Bossa Nova. So I don't really have thoughts on it. You guys are supposed to be white. I always like just changing the color on the polyphonic there to just emphasize the link, make it pop a little. And also just, do it for the aesthetic. All right, where are you, chat? Chat, I lost you on my desktop. Oh, there you are, chat. If Polyphonic didn't take off, I'd probably be a music writer, like a music journalist. It's hard to say, though. I might be a podcaster. I've already done a video on Gord Downey. Why does everyone always ask me if I'll ever do videos on people that I've done videos on? Go look at my back catalog, please, before you ask me if I'm ever going to do a video on something. Like, if I open an incognito window, I'm not meaning to put you on blast. I love every one of you. But maybe here's the thing. Maybe like I'm gonna before asking if I'll ever do a video on someone, please go to Google and search, or go to YouTube and search Polyphonic, that artist. They should come up if I've done a video on them. No disrespect. I don't mean to disrespect you. Like, you're still a chill dude, and you're especially a chill dude because you were asking for the Tragically Hip video, and I love the hip. The Walking Deadpan does make a good point, which is that I explicitly tell people not to watch my older videos, so I can't really show you guys the process. I can't show you guys the process behind every video. And I can't really show you the process behind me making the videos because they're a lot of work, and they're super intensive on my computer. If I get a new computer microphone, I'm just using a Blue Yeti, but I want to get a better one. If anyone has any recommendations as to what I should get, let me know. But yeah, I've got a lot of also. So what I'm doing up here is I'm just doing this little overcorrection thing where I'll duplicate the thing that's coming down, and I'll stick it on top. I'll just parent it. They're all parented to this guy, and I'll delete it. It'll disappear once it's off screen. But it's just a little thing to give this like natural slide effect. Like, look at this here. Okay. It's hard to watch playback, but yeah. Tree. Should I throw... How would it look if I animate this? Guys, I am also just vibing right out to Kamasi Washington's Cherokee right now. I'm like dancing in my seat. It's fantastic. My favorite color is probably orange or purple. Nah, I don't want to wiggle that. That won't look good. I don't have many thoughts on J. Cole. Generally, if you keep... Yeah, I've listened to the Epic. It's amazing. Generally, if you keep spamming a question and asking if I have thoughts on someone and I haven't answered, it's probably because I don't have thoughts on them. There's only a limited amount of music in the world, and I can't listen to all of it. I've seen J. Cole live at a festival, and he was good. Like, I think 21 Forest Hill Drive is all right. It's a solid album, but I don't have that many thoughts beyond that. What's for dinner? We got some cheap marinating steaks, so we're gonna put them on in some kind of marinade. Haven't figured out yet, and make them. Sorry, Some Toasted Cat. I can't feed you unless you subscribe to Nebula. Kendrick did not sell out on Damn. Damn is a masterpiece album. How dare you? Do I like hockey? Yeah, I'm a giant Leafs fan. All right. What album should I put on? What are we going to put on? What have I been into lately? Ooh, let's do some... This is what's up. This is what's up. All right. All right. All right. Bye-bye, image. And there's a new one coming. All right. All right. I'm going to restart this album once it's on, so if you guys want to be along with me, you can. But this is where we're going right now. I'm going to give you guys a warning. I am going to sing along to this, and I'm terrible at singing, so... Yeah, I've got another Doors script written that's kind of about the Doors, but mostly about Bertolt Brecht. But I'll probably do that at some point. Favorite brand of shoe? I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't really care about shoes. I hate shoes, actually. I guess my favorite brand of shoe would be a Birkenstock because I don't like shoes, and I like wearing sandals. Thoughts on Anthony Fantano? I think he's very good at what he does. He's yeah. I don't watch Fantano. I don't have anything against music criticism, but I just don't watch and don't read. The thing is, I don't really keep up with what's going on in music. That's just not how I listen to music. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to new albums of bands that I really like, but generally the way that I listen to music more is just exploring artists when they seem to interest me. Like right now I'm listening to a lot of Outkast. And it's just because I've never really listened. Like I've listened to some, but I've never really listened to a lot before. So right now I'm kind of just listening to a lot of Outkast. What do I think of Trader Joe's? I've been in one once, and it looked like a grocery store. And what we're doing here is we're just gonna grab another I took some stuff of me scrolling through Curiosity Stream. My real name's Noah. My favorite Dark Side of the Moon video was probably it's probably between Brain Damage Eclipse and Time. I really liked the Time one. And I also really liked the Brain Damage one. Thoughts on the mech thing? I think the mech thing is a whole horse of bullshit. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. I don't like it, evidently. Favorite winter comfort food? Beaver tails? I don't know if they really count as a comfort food, but I love beaver tails. Do I think Stankonia is overrated? Nah. I think Stankonia is underrated. I think Stankonia is their best album. My favorite Canadian thing is probably hockey. The joke that I would make here is socialized healthcare, but the reality is that Canada's healthcare system, compared to a lot of the rest of the developed world, is not very good. We don't get dental. Diabetics need to pay for blood testing. Generally, our healthcare system only looks good when compared to the dumpster fire next door. So yeah, my favorite Canadian thing is poutine and hockey. Yeah, you're gonna hear me swear a lot on this. I like swearing. I don't even like swearing. I just do it a lot. All right. Oh, it's people from Ottawa. Hello, South Keys. I spent lots of time in South Keys in my adolescence. My favorite member of my church is me. All right. So this scrolling one's pretty easy. Maybe I'll throw this texture on it just to give it a bit of a pop. How's that looking full rev? Yeah, I think that's all right. Oh, thanks for the suggestion, Happy Guy. I'll definitely do a video on why John Bonham is such a good drummer. Make my funk the P-Funk. That's terrible. Polyphonic face reveal. I don't know. I might do it, I might not. I don't particularly care to. I don't think that your guys oh, yo, the really long Blue Oyster Cult question. The one about that was a great question. I love that question, Ned Erdy, about Godzilla, and they say don't fear the Reaper, but then they're afraid of Godzilla. Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna create a little sting that's gonna fly up here. Ooh, maybe I'll make it a sting full of space. That's fun. I want to get fun. I'm editing in Adobe After Effects. Oh, you're near Saunders Farm. I went to Saunders Farm all the time as a kid. What up, Bandstand? I don't know your channel, actually, but I'll check it out. Most of my viewers are in the States. Yeah, you haven't seen me live stream before because this is only the second time I've ever done it. Oh, that's my problem. I want it all in caps. Oh, thank you, Harry. And yeah, no, this live streaming is going to be a regular thing. Especially since you guys don't seem to mind watching me put together an ad read or something. Like I said before, I don't think I can do this for one of my regular videos just because it's very intensive and time consuming. And I need my full attention. But generally by the time I make an ad read, I'm pretty good with an aesthetic. Also, I don't want you guys to see my videos before they come out. But yeah, I like making my ad reads aesthetic. Right. Where was that? So also, if you're looking at this font that I'm using and thinking, oh damn, that font's cheesy as hell, that's kind of the point. The whole aesthetic is vintage sci-fi, so there's a level of camp that I'm going for with this aesthetic. And I think this font really has that look a lot. Where did I live when I was in Ottawa? I grew up in the country, and then I lived in Old Ottawa South, and then the Glebe, and then Hintonburg. Oh, thank you, Bandstand. I like how I pronounce aesthetic too. By the way, if you sign up to Curiosity Stream, you'll also get access to Nebula. No, I'm not doing the Flash Gordon thing. I'm surprised nobody has found it yet. Like, what the topic is kind of like you can probably find it if you're looking. If you look at all the files in the stream, it's there. Yeah, I'm getting meta. I gotta put an ad read. This is some exhibit. Yo, dog, we heard you like ad reads, so we put an ad read in your ad read. That's the way. That's the only way a poor YouTuber can make a buck these days. What I think about Alpha Media? I think he's good at what he does. I've watched some of his stuff. Yeah. Generally, I like most music creators out there on YouTube. I think there's a lot of people doing a lot of different stuff, and that's cool. Are there any music creators I dislike? I'm not gonna start beef. Nice try. We're not gonna have some video essayist beef going on. That's not me. That's not what I'm about. I'm not gonna down talk anyone else. There are creators that I dislike, but a lot of people do like them. So there's got to be. I'm sure there's something good, and I'm just not getting it. That's my default. Good. You don't need to know. You don't need to know what it's doing. I like you guys speculating. It's not. It's not about Afrofuturism, but it's also not about Afrofuturism. Let me ride, swing down, sweet chariot up. Let me ride. I'm a really bad singer. I hope this doesn't ruin anything for any of you guys. I like going live and letting you guys know stuff about me, but I also don't want you guys to know too much about me. I do want to... There is a level where I do want to keep certain things private, and I don't want people like... This is one of my big reasons why I'm not super about doing a face reveal, is I don't know, I don't want people seeing me on the street and stuff like that. Like, it's just not, yeah, it's just not something that I'm super interested in. Sorry, I got distracted listening to the funk. Oh, my credit card number, that I can tell you. Do I have experience with psychedelics? I cannot tell you that. That's all I'll say. My password is Brian Adams Sucks 69. No, nobody's ever recognized me from my voice. They might recognize me from my voice now that more people are, now that I'm live streaming more. My first name is Noah. That's very public knowledge. Lots of people know that. I have no problem with, and you guys can call me Noah if you want. I like that. It's my name, so of course you can call it to me. Okay. So back to the ad. We've got this coming down, and then we're gonna have. My middle name is Balthazar. My home address is 666 69th Avenue. Do I speak other languages? Je parle français, and it's terrible. And also, 我会说一点点普通话。我住在北京 when I was a teenager. So I speak a little bit of Mandarin. Do I like American football? Hell yeah. I'm actually a Colts fan. Yeah. Oh. Do I think I'll hit 200K by the end of 2020? I hope so, but I'm really fortunate because I've gotten to the point where I don't need to really care about sub numbers. It'll be nice, and like I want the golden shiny plaque that tells me that I'm worth more than other people. But outside of that, I don't really care. It's something I used to care a lot more about. I used to care a lot more about it because it used to actually, like, if I didn't have enough subscribers, it had an impact on my livelihood and stuff like that. But I have enough that I've got some job security now, which is really nice, and I'm super privileged for that. I don't really like basketball. I want to get into basketball. If I needed to pick a team, I'd be a Raps fan by default. But I'm not super interested in basketball. Well, no, I'm interested in it. I just don't really know how to watch it, and have a ton of time to devote to taking on another sport. I will probably make a video on yes, but it's hard to say. All right. Have I been to Lake Ontario? Yeah. I've been to Toronto, so I also grew up. My parents, I had family, family on Lake Superior, so I know the Great Lakes well. I should stop giving out personal information. Actually, wait, no. I think I might have even talked about that in a video. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for this. Oh, this is nice. I didn't watch the Trump Biden debate because there was nothing that I mean, I've seen the highlights. I knew I would, and I knew it would ruin my night, so I just listened to Stankonia instead. I don't follow Nardwuar, but I've watched some Nardwuar interviews. He's really sick. No, I haven't watched Searching for Sugar Man. I want to, and I will someday, but I actually just haven't yet. Which I know is very weird. A lot of people have recommended it to me. Have I ever skated the full Rito in one day? All of the time. When I was living in the Glebe, I would skate the Rito to go get groceries in the winter. Where the hell is the frame? Oh, that's why I didn't do it there. Yeah, Ghost Notes, by the way, which I'm promoting here. This is a podcast that me and 12 Tone are doing together, where we talk about music, and you can get it on Nebula, so check it out. Have any of you guys listened to the first episode that's up there on Nebula? I'd love to hear what you guys thought if you have. No, I think we want to Wiggle Rama this one. Wiggle Rama makes shit go wild. And I always dial it way back because I don't want shit to go too wild. Oh, thank you, the last few bricks. Yeah, there's no music because if I played music, that would be a violation of copyright law. I've got the graphic on telling you guys what I'm listening to, so you guys can listen along if you want. But I have a subreddit, but it died, and I think someone was starting a new subreddit. By the way, I'm trying to get to as many questions as I can, but I'm also being busy. So sorry if I can't get to your question. If it's really important, if you really want to ask me something, you can super chat, and I'll try to make sure that I get to it. Oh, look at this. And you need a Ghost Notes here, duplicated on top. So a lot of what I do in these videos, a lot of what I'm trying to do, the background music for my Dark Side of the Moon project was something my friend Prax created for me. You can check him out on SoundCloud. But a lot of what I try to do is I do a lot of textures and motion and stuff that makes it look more like real, and the way you make it look real is by adding imperfections and flaws and stuff like that. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to do a bit of a, we're going to scroll up. Nope, wrong one. You should be dead. But we're going to scroll up because here in my voiceover I'm talking about Nebula, so I want to scroll up and get some, we've got some beautiful Nebula B-roll that I'm going to get in here. And then oh, Mikhail! Hey, what up, Mikhail? How's it going? That's yeah. That is the person who said that she was my cousin in the chat is legit my cousin. That's cool. Yeah, do you have anything you want to plug, Mikhail? She's a really cool artist. Okay, yeah, so what I'm doing here is like I like I was saying, I like kind of giving things these worn, I don't know, I think things can often feel cold when you do them entirely in the like digital realm. So I like adding some real, oh, thanks Magic Mike. Thanks. There's a lot of people up, a lot of cool people up in the chat. But yeah, I like adding paper and grain and stuff like this to give kind of a more grounded, earthy look, because I think when things look too digital, they're a little it's spelled Pracs, Prax on SoundCloud. Ooh. Also, Give Up the Funk just came on, so you're probably about to hear me sing very terribly. We got a real type of thing going down, getting down. It's awful. I am sorry, guys. I'm not even that sorry, but I am sorry. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, yeah. Mikhail asked me to say Brad is a cool dude, I guess. I have met Brad. He's a cool dude, I guess. All right. How are we doing here? We're like halfway through. Okay, and we're really in it now. That's good, because I don't really have plans today, but it's really nice out and I want to go for a walk before it's not anymore. So I'm gonna try to get some oh yeah, I forgot about that aspect of that. Okay. That's fine. Tarantino is not the best writer of all time. If we're talking screenwriters, the best screenwriter is William Goldman, but also I feel similar to ranking writers as I do about ranking musicians. Uh, the podcast Nebula is working on getting more stuff, like working on getting the mobile set up, and the podcast will be coming out a month after or 2 weeks after or something like that, after Nebula, on regular podcast platforms. A real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of... Oh, see, the problem here is that this texture on pure white is a lot, so we'll dial it back a fair bit, and same with this guy. Yeah, I like Hayao Miyazaki movies. I love Spirited Away. I recently watched Kiki's Delivery Service for the first time, and it was really good. Spirited Away is probably my favorite, which is like I feel like it's a little cliche for Spirited Away to be my favorite, but it is such a good movie. It is such a good movie that it's hard not for it not to. What's important? Lyrics or instrumentals? Yes. What's more important? Neither. They are equally important. Unless it's an instrumental song, then lyrics aren't very important. What I'm gonna listen to on my walk is probably the conversation I'll be having with my wife. That would be my guess. What are my political views? You can probably discern that from my videos. If you can't discern my political views from my videos, then I've been doing something wrong. How am I doing, man? I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, Wifey Phonic, is that my wife's name? Wife Phonic? Is that the name you guys are gonna dub her? Yeah, miss you too, Mikhail. Yeah, it was really cool seeing you on the stream. Thanks for popping on. Real type of thing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna cut that, and no, wrong. We want Nebula parented to Ghost Notes. Ooh, I think I know what I'm actually going to put here. I think I'm going to do a little... what do I think of Nos? I haven't listened to that much of Nos beyond kind of like Illmatic and that stuff. And I mean, like Prime Nos is evidently one of the greatest rappers ever to have walked the earth. But I don't think you need me to tell you that. That's pretty. I don't think that's a controversial take. If I was single, the channel would be called Monophonic. I like that. If I change the channel name, you'll know what happened. By the way, I don't know if this is content that's too wholesome for you guys, but while we're talking about my wife, she's fucking awesome, and I love her. Does my wife watch my videos? Yeah, um, she edits a lot of the scripts, and she watches them. She looks over them kind of in various states of what guy? Oh, that the one that I'm trying to parent it to? Yeah. In various states of completion, she sees them, and then she also watches them when they're full often. Yeah, my wife was actually my before she was my wife in university, she was my editor at the student paper. So she's a very good editor, and she edits a lot of my scripts and makes them a lot of what they are. I need. Yeah, she's really supportive. She's awesome. I've always just. Why did I? No, I don't have kids yet. I will at some point. But not yet. Not for some time. Um, Hopefully it will. Will at some point at least. That's the goal. Why did I name my channel Polyphonic? Because it's a word I always liked, and it means having many sounds. And I wanted to do a channel that was. I really wanted to do a channel that was about a lot of different things, about a lot of different aspects of music. And that's still kind of my favorite thing about my channel is that you never really know what's coming next. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my logos. Yes, I do love my wife like Chance. Canadian rock bands. I like a lot of Canadian rock bands, especially the hip. I love the hip. I am looking for. I am looking in my folders for something. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Am I a weeb? No, I have actually wanted to get more into anime. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff there that I would really enjoy. I've just never really done it. No, we want this P. Oh, album's over. Yeah, I think I answer too many questions for a live stream. Everyone seems surprised when I answer. Am I supposed to just ignore you guys? Am I supposed to ignore you guys until you super chat? Because I try to answer most questions that I see. I don't see all of them come by because I'm like doing other stuff, but I try to answer most questions, unless they're dumb. Actually, I've never been to the Burnaby Village Museum. Yeah, having not tried Japanese culture and especially anime and manga out yet is not me thinking it's weird. It's just there's a I don't first of all, I don't watch stuff altogether that often. I'm pretty busy. But then the other aspect of it too is when I do watch stuff, it can be challenging to watch something that I don't really have the kind of cultural context and familiarity with it. It just adds another step of difficulty. But it is something that I do want to do. I want to get better at watching on. All right. Uh, I haven't thought of making videos on video game soundtracks because my friend Matthew at GameScore Fanfare, does that already. And also because I'm not really a gamer. So it's not really the best use of my expertise. It would have been great if the Leafs got the first overall pick, but it would have also, there would have been riots. People would have been so salty. All right. We're going to try to get some new music on here. And this is what's coming next. I suspect a few of you guys will have listened to this next album a little bit. Have I lived a nice life? Absolutely. I've been so lucky. I'm surrounded by incredible people. I have a really cool job. I mean, obviously there's struggles and stuff like that, but so far I've lived a really good life. I am incredibly, incredibly privileged. All right. My Spotify is frozen, so that's actually a lie. Right now I'm listening to nothing. I should open a P.O. box? If I opened a P.O. box, would you guys send me things? Is that a thing that YouTubers do? That... What kind of shit would you send me? Oh, I would not be able to listen to all of your music if you sent me music. But if you sent me like gummy bears and shit. No, I that feels super I would never actually do that. I don't you guys don't need to send me stuff. I've got enough stuff already. If you really do want to support me, consider signing up to Nebula or throwing me some money on Patreon. That's the best way to support me and to make sure that I can keep doing what I do. Yeah. All right. I think we're on to the last graphic here. I'm sorry that it means nothing to you guys. Pink Floyd or Nirvana? Both. Why would I only pick one? I dodge a lot of questions. Do I like wit? What do you mean by do I like wit, like the concept of wit? Do I like wit um do I like wit like the character in the Cosmere? That do I like wit could mean a lot of things. Uh Thanks to Bailey Gray. Oh, Bailey Granfield, I like the amount you donated to. $6.90. Honest thoughts on Jamiroquai? I like Jamiroquai. I haven't listened to a ton of them, but like I like what I've heard, and I mean, Virtual Insanity is an unimpeachable bop, and I'll fight anyone that says otherwise. As a form of humor, yes, I love wit. That's why I like William Goldman so much. Yeah, can we get nices in the chat for that donation? Oh, that's a nice flood of nices. We love to see that. I think I'm on to the last still here, so I think we're probably getting pretty close to being done. But we'll see how long this takes us. I don't know why my Spotify isn't working, but it's a bummer because I really want to listen to Nangs, however it's pronounced. I'm not Australian. I don't know these things. Do a tutorial on how to pronounce out. Easy. You just omit the T and you go out. By the way, if anyone is curious as to what my accent is, it's an Ottawa Valley accent. Because I grew up in Ottawa. Well, near Ottawa. Yeah, I think Spotify is having some issues right now because my Spotify is being janky as hell. I have a Spotify. Watch Polyphonic is my Spotify. I don't have all of my, oh, how I say dad? Yeah, that's a weird quirk. That's not even an accent thing. My friends make fun of the way I say dad. It's just a weird thing about me. It might have something to do with the fact that my mom is, English was actually her second language. She grew up learning Estonian, so it might have something to do with that. What do I think of the Stooges? I think the Stooges are fucking awesome. I love the Stooges. Do I have a favorite moral philosophy? I don't really take that much interest in moral philosophy. There's a lot of philosophy that I like, but I don't really know about moral philosophy. I don't listen to Black Midi. What do I think of Marvin Gaye? Marvin Gaye's a legend. That's basically all you can say about that. No, I don't listen to Latin American music. Do I like Jim Croce? I haven't listened to much. Jim Croce. I've heard really good things. I know that I should. Do I ever listen to trip music like Spangle? What the fuck's a Spangle? What kind of philosophy am I into? So I get a lot of my philosophy. Actually, ironic given what I'm editing right now. I get a lot of my philosophy through, like sci-fi. I don't read a ton of like specific philosophy, but I really like Taoist philosophy a fair bit. I mean that's not sci-fi, but uh I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of I don't like read a ton of dense philosophy books. Sorry, I am very distracted. We can shelve this for another day because it is difficult to focus on talking about philosophy while I am editing video. Yeah, I know that the Tao is different than philosophy. Than science fiction. You're allowed to like things that are different. I'm allowed to think there are compelling aspects of various different kinds of things. I don't think liking. Oh, Jim Croce. Sorry, I did not know that. But I don't think that liking one. Um, I don't think that liking one philosophy means that you can't like tenets of another. I think it's the same with everything. Oh, how I say milk, milk, milk. How do I say milk? That's how I say milk. Why no DM New Order Cure Yaz Joy Division content? Because I haven't made it. That's that's why. Um. Oh, oh, you guys like the way I say sorry? Sorry. Favorite Steely Dan album is probably the Royal Scam. Least favorite, I don't have one. Okay. I'm from Ottawa, Canada. For those of you who don't know. Favorite Velvet Underground album is their self-titled. Uh so specific sci-fi I like. Some of my favorite sci-fi writers are Ursula Le Guin, Stanislav Lem I like a lot. Um I really liked the whole Three Body Problem series. That was one of my Remembrances of Earth's Past. Liu Cixin, I think. Le Guin is my favorite author. Asimov also. I love Asimov. I grew up reading a lot of Asimov. I like a lot of Golden Age stuff. And then Le Guin, N.K. Jemisin, H.G. Wells. I've read The Time Machine, but I haven't read much beyond that. What are we doing here? All right, we're just doing a final card here, and we're just about done here, guys. So I'm gonna thank you guys for joining in. I'm just gonna put a little bit more together. Any favorite Bowie albums? My favorite's probably Black Star. Obviously Ziggy Stardust is really good. I really like Low. There's a lot of Bowie, but my favorite is probably Black Star. All right. We're just doing this last card, and then I think I'm gonna call it. The stream's not done just yet, but it's gonna be done soon. I just want to give you guys a heads up, so I'm not just springing that on you. Would explaining music to a deaf person through theory be the equivalent to describing a painting through color? I don't know, but I know deaf people listen to music. There's a lot of deaf people that like. This vid is coming out next week. There's a lot of people that like listening to the vibrations. I've heard, which is really cool. Why are the titles of my Vietnam videos different? Because they're different videos. When will this? Oh, sorry. Diamond Dogs is a good album. Also, I'm just not really the right person to ask about music theory, because I don't know that much about music theory. Like, I have a working knowledge of it, and enough that when I research stuff, I can, like, determine from researching and stuff like that. But I generally, music theory is not my background. Music theory is not the way that I interact with or engage with music. Yeah, that's not really how I interact with music. I don't think about theory very much. And my hi-fi, yeah, I've got a pretty good turntable setup. I've got a Rega Planer 3, and I've got some Yamaha studio monitors. They're actually studio monitors that I converted into speakers, and I like them because there's no EQing in the speakers. A lot of speakers, even really nice speakers, will kind of EQ themselves, but studio monitors are not actually built for EQing. They're built to play back exactly what's there as nicely as possible, and I like that for my turntable because I don't know, in my mind sorry, I got distracted. In my mind, I think that if someone produced an album a certain way, that's the way that I want to listen to it. I also don't really tend to listen to I don't tend to listen to like remasters of albums or stuff. I like original masters. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is one that I want to watch because I've heard that it's littered with music references, and I want to check those out and maybe do a video on them someday. Right now I'm using Beats, but I'm not particularly attached to them. I mean, they're good. I like them. I don't have that much. I don't really have that much attachment to headphone brands, but they're kind of falling apart. I need new ones, but they're good. Okay. I think we just need a little more weight in here, so I'm gonna add something behind there just to give us a bit of weight to everything. And the CuriosityStream logo is kind of awkward to design around because of how the Y goes down. I mean, I think it's still a fine logo. I have no problem with the logo, but it just makes this stuff a little more different. Would I ever analyze a musical or a show tune? Yeah, I did a whole thing on Jesus Christ Superstar. I wonder, could I do that? Would they allow me to do that? That actually works. That works. Did I read the Rolling Stone list? I did not, and I don't care to. I really don't care about the Rolling Stones' opinion on the 500 albums of all time. I saw a cool spreadsheet that someone put together that showed like all of the different ones that they've done and albums that have changed rankings throughout. I thought that was really cool because that was kind of looking at how people have explored and changed their view on albums and how albums have how the discourse around albums has changed over the years. That was really cool. Do I hate Pitchfork? I don't hate Pitchfork, but I'm not super fond of them. I don't hate most things. The only stuff that I actively hate is stuff that is actively hateful. I have 15 minutes left to live. What songs do I listen to one last time? Probably Valerie, by Amy Winehouse. Probably... Actually, I mean, if I've got 15 minutes left to live, the last song that I'm going to end on is A Few Words for the Firing Squad. I Lennon or McCartney? I used to be more of a Lennon guy. I think I might be more of a McCartney guy now. But again, both. I like both. I'm very non-committal with my answers because I don't have strong feelings on a lot of this stuff. I think John Lennon is an incredible visionary, and I think Paul McCartney is an incredible visionary in different ways. And yeah, they were both in the Beatles, but it seems almost dumb to compare them because they were doing very different stuff and trying to do different stuff. Also, Kugaigu is right that Harrison is my favorite. I just like... all right. I think I'm just about done here now. I haven't listened to 100 Gex. What's my favorite album? Probably Kind of Blue. Maybe To Pimp a Butterfly. Maybe Run the Jewels 4. I really like that album. So this clip isn't long enough, so we're going to do a couple things. We're going to time stretch it. But I don't like time stretching too much because then it gets choppy. So what we're going to do is we're going to time reverse the other layer after, and then we'll time stretch it a little. So, whoa. Time stretch that in the wrong direction. Oh, that's the problem. I can just minus 120 there. I also really like Sketches of Spain. That's another one of my favorites. Okay, so now it's zooming in. It'll stop and reverse, but I think that's okay. Okay. Green Day or Foo Fighters? Green Day any day of the week. Okay, I think this is done. I'll probably do a few other things, but I think I'm done for today. I haven't listened to Green Day's latest release. I saw the marketing of it and hated it. The Green Day being like, do I put these streams anywhere? I have no idea yet. I might publish them. I don't want to clog up the sub feed with them is the problem. But I also know a lot of people would want to watch them again. So I'm not sure. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining on. This has been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying these streams. I'm gonna start doing them. There's definitely gonna be more frequency to these. I don't know, because they're a lot of fun. So. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea, Sam Josh. I'll do an unlisted playlist of the streams. That's a really good idea. Okay. All right, so I can make that unlisted. If I make it because last time when I finished publishing, it published to the subfeed, and I didn't want to do that, so I think I'll make it unlisted and then end it now. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks for all of your questions. Thanks to all of those who super chatted. Yeah, I say a lot, but it's been lots of fun. So I will see you guys around. Take it easy. Let's take a closer look. Get it? That's the thing. I did the thing.